Alright everybody, me and Lucky, who by the way, did not get a formal introduction last time. So Lucky, we're going to put your formal introduction right here. Good boy. Anyways, we're back on the farm for another video. If you haven't checked out the first video, go down there, stop what you're doing, check the video, and then come back. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe if you're watching this video, because it really helps get everything going and help get us started. So if you haven't subscribed, the button's like right there somewhere. It's not that hard. Please subscribe. It'll help us out. So today we're back on the farm. We're going to run down to the shop for a quick shop cleaning update, basically, because it's still boring and you probably don't want to watch us clean more things in the shop. So I'll show you how that's looking. It's looking a lot better. And then we're going to head out for a farm tour, check out the land, check out the farm, see the fields. Our fields are kind of unique, so stick around for that. Okay, quick shop cleaning update. Oh, check that out. That's an amazing hair look I got going. So last video we were doing some shop cleaning, and we tore out an old AC unit and all that. It's been a while. We've got a lot done. So I was going to let you see that before we go out, check out the farm tour. So this is what it looks like. It's looking a lot better. We talked about building a table in the corner last time. We changed our mind. We cut that stand out and put the toolboxes there so everything's more flush. We have more space. We moved the welding table down a little bit. Just kind of got a lot more space here. We cleaned this out and put our welders and plasma cutter here. And so it looks a whole lot better. The floor's all dirty again because the wind was blowing in here yesterday.
You know what I think we should do today?
What's that?
I think we should go on a little farm tour.
All right, that's a good idea.
Let's go.
What's that over there?
That?
Yeah.
It's like a drone montage.
No way. This is what, our biggest field on the entire farm?
It is.
And it's how many acres? 85 acres.
85 acres, zero grade.
Zero grade. Explain zero grade. Because all of our fields are zero grade.
Well, any field, any piece of ground has a natural slope to it. Just natural. Some more than others, you know. Some areas are fairly flat, some areas are hilly. But zero grade is where you take a field and with specialized equipment, and you move the hill, the high side of the field to the low side of the field until it's completely flat, tabletop flat.
Like
So-
literally, totally
flat, where inside the borders of whatever field you're talking about, whether it's 20-acre field, 40-acre field, 80-acre field, inside the borders of that field, the elevation is exactly the same in every corner, in the middle, all over. Has no slope, no fall.
So like that field right there is that way. This field over here is not ours, and it does have a fall to it. It is a hill, but it could be made 0 grade like ours, but it's not. So like this one it's like 50 something acres.
Yep, 52.
And it's completely flat all the way across inside the levees. So when we put water on it, it comes up and it fills up like a bathtub basically. Yeah, it looks different. Camera malfunction. Camera number 2. This farm tour is probably going to be kind of amateur farm tour. So this, you can see this field is 0 grade because it's flooded. You can see the water is basically the same level all the way across it right now. There's some ducks. I don't know if you can see them or not. Quite a few ducks.
This is an example of one of our, like a well that we would use on the farm.
Right.
Pumps,
We have
pumps water.
relifts and wells.
This
Wells pump groundwater when we can't get any natural water.
surface water.
Surface water.
Surface water just
I
means.
guess groundwater is natural.
Surface water just means it's water that's in a natural stream, or in this case, this is a man-made,
But it's been
drainage
here
ditch.
for years and years and years.
built by the Army Corps of Engineers back in the 30s, I guess, 1930s,
And
to help with flood control. And the water's just draining from land all the way up through, the area above us, north of us, draining down. And as long as it's there, it's available for us to pump and use for irrigation. So we use that as much as we can.
back up and let's see this relift that's
Because
in
it's cheaper, more sustainable. I mean, it's already there. You don't want to pump water up out of the ground if you can help it.
and it's also faster. Right?
It's also faster. It's also warmer.
So it doesn't
Rice.
shock the rice as much.
Yeah, rice likes water that's not super cold, and the groundwater comes out of the ground at 58 degrees, I believe.
So it takes it longer to warm up in the
So
summertime.
you have cold water spots where the water goes in the field. Pump
This
surface water, it's
is-
already warmed up to the natural air temperature or whatever, so.
This is a typical relift, and we have lots of these. We have a lot in this same stream, just different parts of the farm. Across the stream over there, which takes a while to get to, which that's where we're going.
Guess so.
We're gonna go over there, but it's gonna take us like a while to get there. But that's a typical relift.
Yep.
And that's a typical well. So we use these when we can, and we use these when we have to.
And that would be a kind
I'm
of.
gonna give you a camera and let you strap it to your head in the summer. It's gonna be great.
So the well or relift pumps into this canal. It's got some weeds in it. Clears out a little bit up here.
Well, it clears out in the summer too when it's full of water, but
Fills up. And then we have on the farm all over the place, I guess hundreds of them, of these
pipes.
homemade-
Oh,
There's a hole in the road right there.
I think it might have broke everybody watching.
So that is right underneath our truck is a pipe that runs through this levee. And that's a gate that we built and designed at the shop. You just step out there and pull up on that handle, and it raises a metal plate that's in front of the pipe. And that lets the water flow from the canal, where the water is higher than the field, over to the field, and until the field is full. When the field's full, close it back down and shut the pump off and and go to the next place.
So that's
Feel
how.
like we're about to fall in this hole again.
Oh no, I'm not gonna break everybody watching this. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think that's gonna fix. There's just another.
Put that on the list of fixing. So this ditch right here, basically, we call them canals.
Yeah.
It will be in the summertime full of water, and the water in this is higher than the water over there. So when you open this, the water runs from there to water the rice, and then you shut this gate when you have the amount of water you want.
Right.
And then you can also, in some of our situations, lower the water in this side and let the water out from that side back into here to drain it.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, you can get real creative with the way you flood and drain.
Since everything's flat. If you got a hill, you can only get water out on the bottom of the hill, not the top. But when it's flat like this, you can you can take water out and put water in from two different sides, or any way you want to. Basically, that's why
you're right. We can open that gate in the canal, and the water will drain out into the ditch on the other side.
And that'll get lower than this, and then you can take this water and drain it out completely.
That's right.
To dry it up to plant or to
we have
harvest.
That way that we can move the water both ways, on and off through the same canal. Not everywhere, but some places.
That's that. I was telling everybody how pretty my hair was a while ago.
How's mine look? Look pretty good.
It looks great.
It does look good.
Oh yes.
All right, so this is probably the most famous field on the farm. Am I recording? You getting me?
Yeah, but
Are you
everything's
recording me?
no, everything's blurry. Did you? You did just ask if Matthew McConaughey had the same kind of camera problems we had, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was all ready for the shot and everything, and then you just put the camera down while I was in the middle of something.
Still learning how to run it. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, so this is
as famous as we get.
This is as famous as we get. This is probably the most famous field we have on the farm.
It's zero grade.
Yeah.
Just like everything else.
But it needs some touch-up work. It was super muddy when we harvested this field in the fall, and
I got stuck right there.
Yeah, and somebody else did too. It was so muddy that we couldn't even take the grain carts and tractors out in the field. We stuck two of them right off the bat, and we ended up having to cut with the combines and take every combine load up here to the ramp and dump it on the grain carts right here where we're sitting right now because it was so muddy. So it is.
And it's how many acres?
We call it the 90.
But it's not really 90.
It's 82 acres, I believe. 81.9 or something.
Close
like
enough for us.
But
that's a lot of acres.
But it was 90. It was 90 acres with the roads on, with the levees on all sides and ditches and everything. But the interior, if you just measured that out, well, we can actually grow rice on. It's about 82 acres.
But it's called the 90.
But it's called the 90.
But that's a lot of acres to be hauling every load of rice up to the ramp with the combine.
Yeah, a lot. But this field it's kind of the landmark for a couple of different reasons. One, it's kind of the north side of our the old family ground that we farm. We have ground north of it now, but it was the oldest field that was. Let me say that different. Back in the day, before we added acreage to the farm, it was the furthest north field.
As you were saying before, I so rudely had a camera
malfunction. What I was saying is that if this had been Chuck Norris and all these camera problems, he would have kicked now.
Oh,
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
You can't say.
You can delete it out or
now you're
using it whatever, if you can figure out how.
You're using time off my card now.
Okay, so we were talking about the 90, this field, and how it was. It's one of the oldest fields on the farm. It was one that that Granddaddy Leroy Isbell,
who founded the farm,
bought early on. I don't know exactly what year he bought it, but
at least 61 years ago.
It was leveled and it's had rice growing on it every year for 61 years. I guess I guess we're coming up on the 62nd year. We'll change that 1 to a 2, right?
Yep.
Is that right?
That's right.
That was last year's.
It has had rice grown on it for 61 years. Yep.
So it's the field that everybody on the farm kind of says, where are you? You're on your phone and you're going down the road. Well, I'm passing the 90, or you're headed to town. Back in the days when we had the two-way radios.
We should bring that back.
What's that?
CB radios.
Well, no, that's a whole other episode. That one will be, we'll have to have a parental advisory on it.
Censored.
Yeah, I hated two-way radios. But you'd say, where you at? I'm passing the 90. I'm almost to the 90 or whatever. That was just kind of, so that let everybody know you were back to the farm or you were leaving the farm if you were at the 90, because it was kind of the northern edge. I don't remember what I was saying, but
let's go to Snake Island. Say that again.
Here we are in Snake Island.
Can you say it again just for fun?
Here we are in Snake Island. Welcome to Snake Island, Arkansas, where all your dreams come true.
Explain why it's called Snake Island, Deb. Or Matthew McConaughey, whatever your name is.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of like Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
It's called Snake Island because of a body of water called Snake Island Flat. It's an oxbow shallow lake, and in the middle of that oxbow lake is a high island. I mean, basically, it's
a little community.
A little community there, and that Snake Island Flat kind of gave it its name. The area is just, I don't know, it's a little community out in the middle of nowhere called Snake Island.
But it really is an island because, like, a long time ago they had to build a like a bridge. Well, there is a bridge to get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was actually old railroad ties laid down as a bridge to get into Snake Island, because that oxbow almost made a complete. It was like a horseshoe shape, but the ends almost touched. And if the water was high at all, there was no way to get in and out of it except to cross the flat with that bridge. So this is Biometa. It's a natural stream that runs through the farm.
That's one of the reasons it takes a long time to get over here, too, because you can't get across it either.
That and Big Ditch.
The one we looked at earlier.
Which is just...
Snake Island is not at all far from our headquarters, our bins. It's what, 2 miles maybe from the main
2.5 probably.
From the main farm, but it takes how many miles to get to?
About 7 miles.
So it's 2 miles, 2.5 miles from our shop, but it takes 7 miles to get here. So because of all the water and streams and stuff in the way.
Because there's no bridge across Big Ditch.
One of these days, we're gonna build a bridge.
One of these days.
And we'll make a video about it.
So that is the same road
that we were on earlier
looking at Big Ditch. There's just no bridge, so
but we had to go practically 8 miles to get to it.
Yeah.
The more you know.